Hey everybody, I don't even know if it's working right now. There I am. Okay, something's working. It's about time. Something went right. Right? Yeah. Anyway, for a moment, well, more than a moment, for almost 2 minutes, I thought that the YouTube wasn't working because I couldn't get in there to access the thumbnail updater. So I'm doing that now. Welcome everybody. Let's say thanks to our friends, of course, Toyful9191. 26 months of continuing subscription. And I got to tell you, right now, I didn't even send the alert because I didn't have time for that either. Yep. Worst day streaming is better than the best day working. I think that's, well, it's probably true. Let's see, change that to Eve Online. There we go. All right, so the live alert has gone out on Discord. Join the Discord and ask for the live alert role if you want those live alerts. Got that up there. Got that up there. No, we don't have that up there. That's, yep. I don't know. Something between OBS and Restream.io changed. I'm not sure what exactly, but they don't interface quite the same way. All right, there it is. Online. Save that. Woohoo! All right. And, geez. Still waiting for, all right, that looks good. That looks good. So today, we're going to be doing the noob missions in Galante space. The game isn't showing. Oh, because the game only shows when you have it on the screen, right? Is it going to show up now? Please show up now. Pretty please. There we go. What is Oiviken? Oiviken. A new prototype structure in orbit of Oiviken 6. I think this had something to do with the upwell, something that was going on. I did not participate in that. I heard rumblings as soon as I got back into the game, and then I actually saw something in the last couple of days that said, that said to me, maybe I should participate in that, and it may be too late now. Oh no, it's still going on. Collect rogue drone materials from high-sec combat anomalies and cosmic signatures. Trade them in at the prototype facility for new faction module BPCs, blueprint copies. So that does sound like something I'd be interested in. All right, we are in Troysk. I need to get to... hello, is that going to open? Oh, it is open. I need this to open. I can't remember the name of the place we're going. I think it's Keister? If it had... No, that's not it. Oh, maybe that is it. Merlin... Well, I think the easy way to check is to check for the... I should be able to just recognize it. And it should be within like 7 jumps. That's 6 jumps. Oh, yeah, Troyser. That's... And we can recognize it because that's where I have the Caldari Navy hook bill. All right, so let's set a route for Troyes, if that's its real name. Yeah. Set destination. There may actually be a closer, I don't know, but let's just get out there. Hopefully I don't have anything valuable. Nope. Well, I've got $10 million worth of probes, or 10 million ISK worth of probes. Crazy. I think I need to watch this over. Nope. That'll work. Yeah, I'm still not sure if the YouTube connection is working right. We're going to ignore those for now. And we're just going to get over there as quickly as we can. I probably should have chosen a different ship. Hopefully we won't get stream sniped, but I mean, it'd just be annoying, right? Rage quit. I think someone would have to scroll pretty far down the list to even find me to stream snipe. And I'm noticing in the last couple of days that when I jump to gate, that I don't land quite as close as I have been landing, with his, at least not routinely. So I get there, and then I still have to, I warp near to the gate, which is the way it's been forever, pretty much, and then have to travel the last couple of kilometers to the gate. So we are out of warp, and we're less than a kilometer away, so we jump pretty quickly. But I just, seems like I'm getting more jumps lately where I'm not landing within that 1500. Botane's usually, I want to say, usually a good place to scan. But I scanned a relic site down earlier. I think it was today. I can't keep track of the days anymore. It's just so much going on. And I scanned the first can. It kind of reminds me that it can be beneficial to have a cargo scanner. Scanned the first can, opened, or not scanned, but I hacked the first can, nothing here. Hacked the first can, nothing in it. Got to the second can. I think I had initiated the hacking, what is it just called, the relic analyzer. And I'd clicked maybe a couple dots when I noticed something was wrong, and I look over at the overview. What is this called? Yeah, overview. And I see 3 red, I guess they'd be cruisers. I was like, oh no! And I have made the mistake before. It's like, it'll take them time to target me, and they're not red boxing me yet, so I'll just go ahead and finish this hack. And that was, so as soon as I saw those guys, I clicked on something to warp towards and warped out of there. I want to say I lost, it was at least half of my hull. I think it was like 2/3 of my hull. Of course, all of my armor, all of my shield. And that was with 2 small shield extender 2s. Are these, I believe these are 2s. Is it not going to say? Yeah, 2 and 2, as well as a damage control. If I had been missing any one of those things, I wouldn't have survived another hit. I think I was also in orbit of the, I typically orbit the can that I'm hacking. Partially for that reason, so that if something shoots me, I'm a little harder to hit. Not hard enough, though. There's going to be 10 missions in Soldier of Fortune. I just went out to the Amari Empire to do the starter missions because last week, or whenever that stream I did, maybe I didn't even stream that, I noticed that you get a lot of, oh crap, there that is. Let me see if I can log into this. This could be benefit. Oh my god, crosswalk. I'm not a robot. That's not a crosswalk. Please also check the new images. So more crosswalks, and they only added 1. See, I hate these ones where it's like, select all the squares with motorcycles, and there's 1 motorcycle, and it doesn't perfectly fit into the squares. Like, well, there's just like a little bit of tire sticking out here. Do I, a little bit can't, oh, I need to get moving. Yeah, I'm in high sec, but someone might want to be a jerk. Oh, and now I've got to do bicycles. There's no bicycle here. It's just one tire and like a basket. Oh my God! How many of these am I going to have to do? Probably until I get it right. And it is probably. Is it finally accepting me or rejecting me? Oh. Okay, so that's there. I don't know what's happening. I'm going to shrink this and then hopefully this is going to work. Oh, no, it didn't work. Shrink that. There we go. All right, now let's play a game, shall we? Oh, I thought I had circled back. I was going to my my home. Mrs. Knight, Alexander Graz, and for a second I thought that jump gate was a player. So,
docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
2 characters with very similar names in shuttles have been destroyed over and over again. I would hate to speculate. All right, so we have a Molus here, and we have a Caldari Navy hookbill, which we're going to be using for the 5th leg of the mission, which you're supposed to, they give you a cheap ship, you're supposed to fly it out, take out a bad guy, and then get killed and return to base. But it is possible to beat the enemies that are supposed to kill you, and we're going to try to do that, and that's why the hookbill is here. The Malice, there's a mission where you're supposed to approach something and it blows up and it can't take out your ship. So we're going to try to survive that one as well. But it's probably a good lesson to learn that ships are disposable. Fly things you can afford to lose, expect to lose them, and then you'll be a lot happier than I am. All right, so we need Soldier of Fortune. Shall we begin? Would you like to play a game? Yes, I have something for you. Welcome, Phenob. What a great name. I'm told should have named one of my kids Phenob. I'm told you want to learn some of the more advanced aspects of warfare. A friend of mine has been summoned to a face-to-face meeting by a local pirate cartel who have recently been attempting to blackmail him. I want you to take my friend's place and kill these criminals. Okay, I'll do it. I mean, we knew I would. So, I don't think the Malice is any weapons on it. So let's check that fitting. I think I just have some shielding. Yeah, I've got some shielding and some agility. So, since I only have 3 ships here, I'm either going to have to buy another ship, and who wants to take that kind of time? I don't even think I have this insured. Select the ship, will be insured for 12 weeks. Blah, blah, blah. And hookbill basic 10 million. This says it's worth 30 million, but that includes all the modules. Yeah, so if I get the most expensive insurance for 65,000 ISK, it'll pay out 200,000 ISK. At least I'll get something out of it if I die. So for this one, we're using Scourge Fury light missiles. Yeah, this is just going to be overkill. You're supposed to use like a starter frigate, and this is a fairly advanced frigate with some good junk on it. Alright, we're going to use this right up here. Am I blocking that? Yeah, that's right. It's over your head, man. You wouldn't get it, T-Ray. Apparently, I've completed a training. Skill training. Guided missile. Precision 4. That's good. And what are we currently working on? Sentry drone interfacing 4. Should probably work on Galante drones 5, but all right, we don't need this. Let's go to the gate. Way over here. On approach. What do I even have here? Is this a sensor booster? It is. So that can help you lock targets faster as well as give you a longer targeting range. We've got 2 shields, a shield recharger, damage control. Ballistic control system. That might be for missile damage. I'm not sure what that is. Let's move in to circle this guy. I kind of want to see what this is while I'm thinking about it. This is designed for monitoring and guiding missiles in flight, thus allowing superior effectiveness and lethality. And it gives you better rate of fire and better missile damage. Okay, so that's good. He hasn't locked us up yet. Let's go ahead and lock him up. Target locked, and let's keep an eye on him. Or actually, I guess I wanted this one. There we go. And we probably only need 1 missile. We only needed 1 missile. Oh, he's got friends. In low places, apparently. And we'll circle that. Lock these 2 guys up. I probably should have locked them up earlier. Launch one on him. Launch another one on him. He's got more friends. And we are orbiting this first wreck. So, shoot one at him, one at him. Oops, I think I did the wrong thing. Yeah, I sent 2 at the same guy. Or I would have if he hadn't died so fast. Alright, so let's move in and see if any of this junk is worth collecting. And we're going to reload. Turn that off, turn that off. Anything good in here? Well, that's kind of good. How do you loot one thing? I guess you've got to drag it. Otherwise, you can use loot all. I don't need that. Alright, so we've got the shortcut here for docking. So this mission is basically complete. Oh, there was another one I could have looted. I'm showing World of Tanks? You are correct, sir. The thing I was entrusting to correct that let us both down. I had to jump through so many hoops.
Docking request accepted.
Boom. I corrected it in... Wait, there's 531 people viewing all Twitch EVE Online content. It's a very popular game. No wonder I chose it. Where was I? Here we go. How you doing, mister? And we can start conversation. And complete mission for fun and profit. And start the next one. Warning, current ship does not meet the requirements. I'll be granted a Mollis. We already have one, but I wanted to have one set up for this mission. So if we actually select it now, let's see if we still get the same warning. we do not get that warning, so we'll accept it. And then if we look at the ship hanger, we can see that there's a mollusk here that, is that how you pronounce that? That has not been assembled yet. So we can shrink this, and we're supposed to, I should have read what it said. Let's see. Objectives. Fly the frigate your agent gave you into the pirate base. Once the explosive charges inside have been set off, your assignment will be complete. Wait a minute, this is a suicide mission. Cannot complete mission. One or more objectives has not been complete. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Should have clicked that. Shrink that. And then as soon as we're outside, there should be something here that lets us warp to the site. Warp to the site. Now, this enduring multi-spectrum shield hardener, I need to activate that. It's a good ship. I should call it the Lollipop. Kind of reminds me of Dr. Fate's helmet. Alright, we've got a gate to go through. I do not have any propulsion upgrades, so we'll have to slow boat it on in. Although these nano fiber things should give us a little better top speed and acceleration. Did I not? Okay, here we go. Here we go again. Alright, I'm supposed to go to the Serpentis hideout. Approach Serpentis hideout. Serpentis hideout, approach. It seems like we're pretty close already. Well, maybe it's just really big. Right, and I'm going to select my space station, so as soon as there's a problem, I can warp to it, and hopefully we'll survive. And I'm close enough. Oh, I died. So it killed my ship, even with all that awesome shielding. Oh, I didn't save location. Will it let me? Oh! Oh! Noob mistake. I should have saved the location on warp in. And let's see if I can do this so that we don't go into the space station. And it probably won't let me return to that jump gate. And nope. If we go here, agent mission, encounter a dead space. Yeah, I can only go back to the jump gate, I think. Maybe it'll let me jump through the jump gate. Maybe. I won't be able to pick up anything while I'm here. Okay, so I can still jump in. And the NPCs should not attack me because I'm in a capsule. And oh, I need a mollusk. Interesting. So, oops. So I can go back. I mean, if the modules are worth it. So kids, just go with an empty ship. Mollusk is pretty cheap to buy, I think. 200,000 ist maybe. And just lose it, and then you don't have to worry about going back for half of your modules if you're lucky. But we can go in, we've got another module or malice waiting. Mollis.
Docking permission requested.
And yeah, can we assemble it while we're still outside? Doesn't look like we can.
Docking request accepted.
It won't auto-complete the mission, so we should be able to go back. But since we'll be in a Mollis, they can now attack us. So we'll make that active. There's our capsuleer pod. All right, let's get back out there. So I think all we're going to do is mark the location. Agent missions, encounter.
Warp drive active.
Whoosh. Whiz bang. Kind of also reminds me of the Slave One Boba Fett ship, Star Wars. All right, acceleration gate. Now watch it give me an error message that I can't because the thing's already blown up. All right, we can. But there may be bad guys in here. So we'll want to bookmark. All right, nobody's here. I can actually loot this now, I think. You think it'll blow up a second time? That would be hilarious. That would teach me. I can't be taught. Who are we kidding? And I got to recover 2 modules. Are they? Okay, they're inside. Let's go.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, I don't know where the capsule is inside this thing. You never really know. It's just speculation. It's some small part of this. Like, this thing is bigger than a Coast Guard cutter. Oh no, I lost some standing with the criminal gang.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
And then I'm going to drag those things out of here and into the item hanger. And talk to the nice lady who sent me to die. Complete mission. Good work. You've now seen for yourself that losing the ship isn't the end of the world. It kind of felt like it. You capsuleers have a saying, though. Don't fly what you can't afford to lose. That's, yeah. Play Eve long enough, you got to get that tattooed, I think. If you stick to to affordable ships and modules, you won't. You'll be able to learn without risking everything you own. All right, what's the fun in that? I have just the thing you want. Next up is a kind of interdiction called warp disruption. When activated on another targeted ship, these kinds of modules tackle it, disabling its warp drive. Tackling only works if you keep the target within your module's range and can't overpower its warp strength. A warp disruptor lowers a ship's warp strength by 1, while the more powerful warp scrambler modules reduce it by 2. I'll give you a civilian warp disruptor to test it out on a pirate that escaped from the headquarters you just blew up. Pin him down, but don't blow him up. Don't blow him up. All right. Find the fleeting pirate. So I need a ship to put this on. I guess I can put it on the Mollis. So got that. Hide that. Open the fittings, and then we'll want to add this civilian warp. And this goes. We've got the double dash, so it goes in the mid slots. And let's just go ahead and put these on here. And I don't really need this. Oh, I might for maneuverability if I'm trying to stay close to him and orbit him. All right, let's get out of here. I don't know if the Mollis has a remote sensor dampener, so it doesn't have tackle bonuses. And close that and warp to the site. Let's see if we get blowed up again. I think the only two that are really dangerous is that one that we just did, which I thought we could survive it. I was wrong. And the part 5, the stand, which you're better off just getting yourself blown up because it takes a lot, plus it takes hours. Oh, I don't have weapons, so these other guys are going to be shooting me while I'm trying to warp disrupt to their friend. Our orbit is set to 1100 default. Close that. And we've got a 20 kilometer range for our warp disruptor. That seems more than abundant. All right. Incoming transmission. So we're allowed to dock already, but if we hang out for a moment, his friends ran away. And I believe another ship is going to warp in and destroy him. Hey, all right, please don't shoot me. Oh, all right, he's attacking me now. He's barely touching my shield. I'll leave, just let me go. So we're not letting, and we're already allowed to leave. And we just got the cue to leave. But I thought I remembered that like a Concorde or a faction ship came in and destroyed him. I guess that's not going to happen. Maybe that's a different mission. Alright, well, nothing's happening here. We've lost a little bit of shield, no harm. Yeah, if they haven't shown up by now, they're not going to. So let's head back to base and collect our juicy reward. What is this? Oh, this is the shield hardener. I didn't even have it activated. I don't know if it does any good if it's not activated. Let's see if we turn it on. Right, it's on now, and check again. Yeah, so I imagine these bonuses only apply while it's running, which is going to eat at your capacitor.
Docking request accepted.
And we'll get several small cheap ships out of this. Missy Incompleta. Nicely done, Fina, but it looks like our pirate friends got the message loud and clear. Hopefully you understand the basics of warp disruption now. Put a warp disruptor on someone and they can't warp away? That's kind of it. There's more to it, of course, but regardless of how each different type of module works, the principle is always the same. Pin them down and keep them there. Next up, I want to show you something a little more on the defensive end of things. Let me know when you're ready for your next assignment. I'm ready. Let's see. Something just came up that's right up your alley. A vessel nearby was attacked by pirates, with the only survivor left for dead in a disabled vessel. We need you to repair his ship with a remote armor repairer module so he can return to safety. Let me stress again that you are to repair the vessel, not blow it up. I know you Capsuleers have an itchy trigger finger at the best of times. Alright, so we're going to get, when we accept the mission, we're going to get a free civilian small remote armor repairer and the skill book to learn how to use it. But I already know how to use it. I'm not even sure where it goes. Would it probably be armor and structure, or should be remote? There's remote hull. Here's remote armor repair systems. So we have that learned. Let's equip this to our current ship. Actually, I should be able to just right click and fit to active ship. We've got some open slots. Double check. Oh, it goes in a high slot. I should have known that. I did go out one time, or one day, teamed up with 3 guys. One of them was the main damage dealer, and I used a ship that specialized in armor repair. And warp to site. And kind of kept him healed and attacked smaller targets. But aggro exists in this game too, so I didn't want to attack anything I couldn't kill quickly. Because I was the healer. Damaged ship. Let's get up close to him. Control click to lock him. And since I don't have any weapons, we don't really need to worry too much about damaging him. And we are within range. And we're already allowed to return to base. But he's barely got any healing. And this ship blew up. And he's gone, so let's get out of here.
Warp drive active.
Basic systems are operational once again. We have functional warp drives. Thank you, pilot. I owe you one. I'm getting out of here. So, this armor repairer does not repair warp drives. It just repairs armor. But, you know, it's all in good fun, right?
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Docking request accepted. Please be patient. Alrighty then. So, wait a minute. This should have been granted. You mean we don't have this already? So they want you to do the mission without the skill? I guess because it's civilian, you don't need the skill. Let's verify that. If we open up and look at the information on the civilian armor repairer, it does not have requirements. So that's why you don't need the skill book first. Complete mission. And let's request the next one. Where are we? Oh, this is the hard one. Yeah. So we're going to accept this. We will be granted an Cursus, which is a pretty good ship. Ship tree. And if we look at the Galante ships and Cursus right here, so it has an armor repair bonus, a small hybrid turret damage bonus. And I think the skill requirements on it are pretty low. Galante frigates and Spaceship Command 1. So it's pretty easy to fly, but the point of this mission is also to get yourself killed. So you should go with the cheapest ship that you could get. We're not going to do that. All right, let's before we accept it, let's set up our hook bill. Make active. Shrink that. All right, fittings. So we're going to have to blow up one guy who is really weak. He's not going to be able to do hardly any damage to us. But what problem we're going to run into, as soon as we kill him, a fleet is going to warp in on us. It's going to contain 3 drone ships that will web us so that we are moving at a crawl. And then it's 8 or 10, what are they? They're cruisers. And I believe they're also Galante cruiser. I believe they're these. Celestis? That can't be right. I don't think they're Vexers. I think they're these Celestis. That looks right. And they are going to be using sensor dampeners on us. Yeah, remote sensor dampener. That seems appropriate. So that we can't lock targets. I'm glad I reminded myself. So we're going to need auto-targeting missiles. I don't know if this mission can be done with drones. I think it can, but one of the problems would be that if, like the auto-targeting missiles, if you're not targeting something, you can't tell the drones where to attack. You can only have them active so that once the drones start attacking you, then you can, the drones will auto-attack them if they're within range. So it can get a little tricky. So auto-targeting missiles will be necessary for the drones, especially since I don't have a good drone ship here. I thought about bringing my, I can't remember what that one's called. I want to say it's the Incursus, but isn't that what we just looked at? So this is the Incursus, and then the assault frigate version, there's an Inu, and then the Ishkur. The Ishkur has a drone hit point bonus, but it allows you to use 5 small drones, or kind of tempting to use 3 small drones and a webifire drone against the drones that will be webifying you. But I haven't tried that. And I won't be able to try it anytime soon. And I do have 2 more empires that I can do these for. And again, if you've got low standing with an empire, then do the starter missions for them, and it'll fix you right up, pretty much. Like before I started doing the interaction, before I started doing the Amar starter missions, and I did all 5 of them all the way through, I was showing here -1, I think, or maybe it was -0. I think it was -1. And I just said, well, that won't work. And as we can see here, my actual standing is still -1.59, but with my diplomacy skill, that brings it up to 0.72. So I should probably still be trying to work on their standing a little bit, or at least really avoid pissing them off more. Doing Sisters of Eve's missions, a lot of the time they'll send you up against Amari Empire or Amar Navy, so you lose standing that way. Auto-targeting. Now, something else we need, since these are going to be very small, very fast-moving drones, we want to maximize our explosive velocity for the missiles, because if a target is moving too fast, then that mitigates the damage the explosion of the missile will do. So we'll want to maximize our explosion velocity, and we'll also want to, I can't remember what it's called, but the focus on the precision, which overcomes the smallness or the signature of what you're trying to shoot. So we've got this sensor booster here. I don't know that we need that for this. It might come in handy. Well, probably what we're going to do is we're going to warp in. We're going to get the initial bad guy to chase us away from the starting point, Once we're sufficiently far away, which is probably going to be like 100, 150 kilometers from where he starts, then we can kill him. That way, the drones that will be webifying us have to catch up to us, and they'll catch up to us much faster than the cruisers that are going to use the sensor dampeners on us. That way, we can deal with the drones without having to get shot by the cruisers at the same time. Because if you're holding still and the cruisers are shooting you, you're going to go down pretty fast. So is this a script? What I need here is in the hook bill, and we want, let's start with just these. So I've got the ProNav Compact Missile Guidance Enhancer, which is a missile guidance enhancer, and I think it's for fitting reasons that we want this one and not the two. And without the proper skills, even this might be hard to fit. So this one, let's see, enhances range and improves the precision. So explosion radius bonus, negative 5.5, and explosion velocity bonus, 5.5. So that's going to be beneficial. I think we can take the damage control out for this, so let's put that over here. What is this? The cross-link ballistic control system. We could probably lose this if we're just fighting the drones. So this one, rate of fire bonus and damage bonus. So it could be beneficial, but against the drones, maybe not what we need. One thing that we can run into, or a problem that we could run into, is since we're...
something in that location.
Thank you, Siri. Since we're using the auto-targeting missiles, I believe the way they work is they go after the closest thing. So if the drones keep changing their distance as they orbit us, at any given time, any one of the three of them can be the closest, so we may be switching damage between the three of them. So the more damage you do, the more likely, because their shields will regenerate. I don't think the armor or the hull will regenerate on those, but I don't think I've been able to lock them. Or maybe you can. But again, even though they're very far away, the cruisers are going to be using sensor dampeners on you, so it can be hard to lock the drones. So we got that. And let's move on to the next thing. And they won't be doing much damage to us. Their biggest threat is that they are going to webify us and make us an easy target. Mid-slot, we currently have the sensor booster, which we probably don't need. I think we're going to want this afterburner. Yeah, because we want to make sure that we can outpace the guy that we're there to kill. We want him to aggro on us, and hopefully we don't kill him in the first shot. We want him to aggro on us and chase us away from that starter point. Wouldn't be a bad idea to have like carbon or something that you don't mind losing. I'll probably drop a missile as we get close. That way it'll be easier to keep track of how far we are from that starting point. So sensor booster 2. Do I have 2 of these? I guess I have 2 of these. What if I put this in? That's not it. Down here. If I put this down here. So I've got a sensor booster 2 here and a sensor booster 2 here. All right. I guess I had 2 of them. So Astro Inertial Compact Guidance Computer. So it's going to be a guidance computer. And variations, missile guidance computer 1, missile guidance in this one, is because the fittings are a little tight. So instead of 35 CPU and 1 megawatt, we'll only need 24 teraflops, I guess this is. So not 35, but 24, but it's going to be the same on power. And these, so we get missile velocity bonus. So that's going to give our missiles a little more range. flight time bonus, explosion radius bonus. That's what we're really looking for, and explosion velocity bonus. So that's going to go hand in hand with this. Is it the nav? Yeah, ProNav compact missile guidance enhancer. So we want that in there. We can probably drop the shield recharger, but I think the thing to lose is the sensor booster, since we don't really need to lock anything using the auto launcher. It's a little rough because we can probably get away with losing one of the shield extenders or even the shield recharger, because again, I don't think the drones do that much damage. But I'm going to take out the sensor booster. With the sensor booster, you might be able to lock the drones more reliably and use non-auto targeting. I haven't tried that, because they'll be about between 7,000 and 9,000, I think, meters distance from you. But the sensor dampeners will keep your maximum targeting distance right around 7,000 meters. So even at that close range, they can be hard to lock. So with the sensor booster, maybe you can do that. I wouldn't be surprised, but we're going to take it out. We're going to keep, probably don't need this much shield if we're just going to deal with the drones, warp back to the space station, change out our fitting, and then go back for the cruisers. And when we go back for the cruisers, hopefully we're only going to need our shielding on approach, because we're going to want to be doing a speed tank. And apparently, I don't know if I don't have everything I want here for the speed tank. So that's going to cause a little delay between setups. So we have the Astro Inertial, the ProNav, and the Crosslink. All right, fingers crossed. Am I forgetting anything? Oh, also, we've got the small core defense field purger. I don't remember what that does. Recharge rate on the shield, probably don't need it, except for that approach when we are going after the cruisers. We've got, maybe I don't need to. I thought I needed to change my missile launchers. We also have small warhead flare catalyst 2. I'm betting that's like explosion velocity. Yeah, explosion velocity bonus 20%. That'll come in handy against those drones. And another explosion radius bonus. So small warhead rigor catalyst. So those are going to help a lot against the drones. They're not going to do anything against the cruisers. Not really. But I thought that I brought some, or maybe they're already on here. So, no, I've got light missile launchers too. I thought that I was using the Arbalest, but apparently I swapped them out and forgot. And I thought I needed the Arbalest to make the fittings work, but we've got a good fitting here. Okay, I've got the YS8 compact afterburner, and I'm using the Regolith shield extenders instead of shield extenders 2. You can see that our CPU is nearly maxed out. We've got 4 left, and on power we only have 10 out of 46 left. All right, enough stalling. Let's go see if I can not get killed. It's going to be a little boring because we're going to be kiting, doing no damage for a long time. Oh, I forgot to accept the mission.
Docking permission requested.
Yes. Hashtag ProStreamer. That's how it works. I did.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Patience, Iago. All right, let's accept the mission. I knew I was going to be chatting for a while, so I didn't want to lose the bonus here. Oh, 6 hours. I guess I didn't need to worry too much about that. All right. Don't come back here until you've made a stand against those pirates. So, make a stand at the pirate base, destroy at least one ship, and which will be a piece of cake, and survive for as long as you can against the reinforcements that come. So that means that you either need to kill them all, or when they kill you, when one of those two conditions is met, then you can return to base to complete your mission. Gorilla Glue. My old ampule, if that's what you call them, so old it could barely get it out of the... Oh, it wants me to board the incursus, but while I don't have the shortcut here, I still have the shortcut here. Encounter, warp, well, I can just click here and that'll warp me to the jump gate. So this one is active, or activatable? I don't know. And as is the afterburner. I forgot to see what our cap stability was. Remind me, and we'll look at that when we're after we do the drones. All right, so we're going to fly in here. There's going to be a big... We're going this way. It's going to be a big ship and some other floating stuff in space. Isn't everything in space floating? Oh. Okay, all right. So it's more like this. So I'm going to approach this guy. And Scourge Fury. These are cheaper, I think. So I'm going to drag one of these off. Shift, click and drag. And then I will eject it. All right, he's aggroed. I will jettison this. I'm not sure which way I want to go, so we'll go this way. I don't remember which way we came. Well, we came in from that direction. So maybe I should go a different direction. Let's go that way. What is this over here? Oh, that's our current location. All right, let's activate Afterburner. So I didn't even need to attack him to get him to... Now, the way I'm remembering it, when I did it at the Amari site, there were a bunch of these cans, and the bad guys spawned from, like, this direction. So... But we'll want to get at least 100, I'm probably going to go 150, maybe a little bit more, kilometers from this cargo container. He is slow. Turn off the afterburner. And I think he'll continue to follow us and forever. I feel like I probably should have gone that way. I don't know. But if I'm going to jump out after killing the drones, which aren't here yet, of course, and then when I jump back in, I don't want the ships that are chasing me to be where I jump in. So we want to lead them away from the area that we jump in. $35 kilometers, 34. All right, he's catching up to us at least. And as you can see, oh, he's doing a little damage. Our shield is doing all right. We'll see if it went down to 88. Back up to 90, down to 88. And it seems like he's using missiles. Is he using missiles? Yeah. So one of the bad things about missiles is because of their travel time, I might be beyond his missile range. All right, he's a little far away. I'm going to slow down. But I think, yeah, it appears that I am out of his missile range. And it looks like I might be back in his missile range? No? All right. He fired anyway. I could see the smoke trail. I think we're back in range. Speed up just a little bit. Now we could try to keep him right at 39 kilometers. And there's even this function up here, but I find that this can turn you in directions that you're not wanting to go sometimes. I think really the only time I use it is when I'm approaching cans in sleeper sites during exploration. The cargo container is 122 kilometers away. And even, well, I was going to say, even while the drones are coming, while we're engaging the drones, we'll be moving away from it. But while they're webifying us, effectively we're not moving away from it, you know, a few meters per second. So you do want to make sure you've got enough distance to deal with the bad guys beforehand. We've got a 59 kilometer distance, and I didn't think about it. We can lock this guy, and then we can see what kind of damage we're doing to him when we do fire. He's staying at a consistent 36 kilometers. There's 37. Just in time to make me look like an idiot. Coming up on 150 kilometers from the cargo container. It would probably be okay to take him out now. Ooh, it got us down to 87%, 85%. So crank it up to max speed here. And then I think I'll fire on him when we get to 180 kilometers from the cargo container. I don't know how far you would have to go before the drones and cruisers don't aggro on you once they spawn in. There's 180. We'll hit him with one at a time. So one took out almost 2/3 of his shield. Second one took out the rest of his shield and not quite half of his armor. Alright, here come the bad guys. And they are red boxing. Let's go ahead and reload. And I'm going to link these so that they fire in tandem. Well, I guess I can't do that while they're reloading. I'm already being webbed and sensor damped. So I can't lock these guys. Must be within 56 kilometers, but I think... And as we can see, the nearest cruiser is 189 kilometers away, and the first spider drone is already within 57. So we can start firing now. If we look at that guy. And he's already dead. No, he's not dead. There he is. But since we can't lock him... Oh, maybe we can lock him. We can see what kind of damage he's taking. All right. We're pretty deep into him already. But as these guys shift between who is closest, our damage may get shifted around, which gives them an opportunity to fix their shields. Yeah, see, we shifted to the third one. And we did some damage on the middle one. Since we're far enough away, from these cruisers, the effect of their sensor dampening isn't quite as strong. Let's see if we look at the ship attributes. So we still have a 56 kilometer maximum targeting range. As they get closer to us, this is going to drop. So if you're using this method to create space, distance, before you take out the first ship, let's go ahead and save that location. Wow, this guy's already got all of his shield back. So if you're using this method to kite the original ship away, and then so you could separate the spider drones from the cruisers, you probably are better off using regular missiles, but you're still going to want to increase your explosive velocity and your... I can't even remember what the other thing is called. There's so many things to know. Okay, that's not it. So the explosion velocity and the explosion radius. So, well, they're both mostly dead, but we need to basically consistently hit one. I suppose at this rate, if we just go back and forth between the two of them, then it's not going to take that long. Oh, yeah, good thing we've got that nanostructure. So here what we want to do is we want to fly out. So our speed has gone back up. I should have looked to see what it was, but I'm sure it was less than 100 meters per second, probably like 10 or 15 when all three of us when they had all three of them webbing us. But we need to change our fitting, because if we go in with this, we're not going to be doing enough damage. These, I want to look at the information on the missile damage. I guess it's here. Damage per second, 85.1. They heal faster than that. So we want to switch to Fury missiles, which I have in here. We can reload the Scourge Fury light missiles. We're going to want to do that anyway. But we're going to want to put in the Nano for better maneuverability, because we're going to want to speed tank these guys. And I wish I could remember everything that I used on the last run. But these guys are still following us, but I think they're falling back. Or, yeah, we're outpacing them. And if you try to kite them with the auto-targeting, it's going to switch targets, and they're going to heal their shields and armor faster than you can do DPS with the low DPS of these auto-targeting missiles. So you need Fury missiles. I need Fury missiles. Maybe you don't with your skills. And then with it switching targets with the auto targeting, then that just gives them too much of an opportunity to heal against your DPS. So we're gonna fly back and change our fitting. We are how far are we from the cargo container? So we're 260 kilometers from the cargo container. So these guys are 100 kilometers from the cargo container. Presumably, I don't know how that could not be true. So we'll go back, change our fitting. We are going to want to keep the damage bonus, but the explosion velocity and explosion radius for against these cruisers, I don't think is going to make a difference, because we're going to be orbiting them. So for the most part, they are just going to be moving too slow, as well as being too large, having too large of a signature to gain any kind of bonus from the explosion velocity and the. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong about that, but that's the way I think it works. Check the comments. All right, so fitting. Let's see, Pro Nav, I believe we can take this one off. Explosion radius, explosion velocity. I'll take that off, and we will put damage control on instead, I think. Oh, I don't have enough fitting here. So what was it? I needed 20 and I only have 12. So I might need the Arbalest missile launchers after all, which I don't think I have here at this station. I think I left them in my other pants at the other station. Yeah, they're not here. So unless I brought them in the Helios, which I didn't, no. Okay. This is, yeah, I don't think we need this one either. This is also explosion velocity, explosion radius, and nothing on the reload time. We don't need the extra missile velocity because we're going to be at very close range. So we can lose this as well. And maybe I'll put in the small shield booster. I don't know. Sensor booster, what is the fitting on that? 16 and 1. I wish I had checked to see what I just took off, what the fittings were on that. But that puts us at 36, so that's going to leave us right about 20. 20, so that's just enough to put the damage control on here. Did I lose my train of thought? So we could go with the, where is it? We could go with the small shield booster, or we could just rely on the shield recharger. I think we're going to want to go with the shield recharger. And what does this one do? So the rate of fire and missile damage bonus would be beneficial. It's possible that we won't have enough. I don't think I had that on here before. I either had the nanotube on here with this or the other way around. I don't remember. I'm going to see if I can find, because I think I took some screenshots at the time which may or may not have included the fitting. That looks like World of Tanks. Yeah. Boom, boom. No, I don't seem to have my fittings showing here. Oh, okay. It looks like if we, this is 1312. 1312. If I can find it here. Edit that. Just a moment, please. And we've got hours before those ships move. I believe. Sure hope so. Let's see, 1920. Rotate. Save. Or we could just look at the paint. There we go. So if we notice, I might even be able to zoom in a little bit down here. Hello? Well, that's not very clear. So the fitting I had for that run, I believe this was a sensor booster with a script in it, which I didn't really need the script. That nav, or what is this called? The crosslink for the rate of fire and damage bonus. And I thought there was another one that had a damage bonus, but I think I'm wrong. I think there's 3 missile upgrades, and we had them all on when we were taking out those drones. And I think we keep the crosslink because it is, it's from the family of ballistic control. So yeah, we want that one for the damage and rate of fire. And it looks like I had the nano instead of the damage control. And I think the nano is probably the better way to go, just so you can have tighter orbits and keep your speed up. So I think that's what we're going to do. If I still have that nano in here. Ooh, I thought I did. Maybe it's in the Malice.
Stream Supreme broadcasts to see our Federation's justice in action. Justice may be blind, but democracy is transparent.
I could have sworn that I rescued. No, not here. Not here. Well, obviously not there, and not here. So did I not pick those up? Oh. I'm going to have to buy them. I'm going to buy them. One, if it's not still out there on that wreck. So nanofiber internal structure 2, I would have to drive to Doe-Dixie to get one. Worth it. All right, so if we look at locations, mercenary fighter wreck. I might not have saved that location from the Malice crash, from the Malice wreck. So this might be our current mission. It is. So the mercenary fighter is the one that we just destroyed before the 3 drones. So sadly, going to have to go to Doe-Dixie to get one of these. So location, location, location. It shouldn't take too long. Longer than I'd hoped. And that's embarrassing because we should have been able to loot that nano off of the Mollis wreck. And I think what probably happened is that I thought I did, but that we moved out of distance from it and it closed the window. It doesn't do that though, does it? I believe normally what happens is yeah, you open the loot box. You've got the loot all button, and if you hit loot all, it will either move items over or tell you you're not close enough. And I don't remember it. And I thought I remembered it closing the box, which is what it does when you effectively loot all. I tried using a pulse jammer. What are these things called? Oh, this is EM. So I think I looted this one. But I had a pulse ECM on here. It only has a range of like 3,000 meters, so you had to get really close to the ships before you could get them to unlock you, and then it wasn't consistent on actually breaking the lock, I found.
Drive active.
And I think it gives you a criminal warning. Not criminal, but whatever the yellow one is. Is that criminal? Whee! I don't remember how much the hook bill was to buy. I want to say it was like 30 million.
Drive active.
It's cheaper than I thought it would be. There's no variations. So if we wanted to check the cost, I guess we'd have to either type it in manually. Oh, this is Caldari. Hook bill and view market. 11 million or 69 million. So that's a pretty good price, I would think. Doe Dixie.
Drive.
And gankers aren't as common around Doe Dixie, but they do exist compared to Jita. And if we just hover, it's suggesting it's got a 9 million value. I don't know what that's based on. Across the galaxy or... We're burning daylight. So we have all the fittings that we want except for the nano. And I did a, this is probably, you're not going to be able to read it anyway, but I did an analysis of with afterburner versus with micro warp drive, with the nanofiber, and the inertial stabilizer, and just trying to see what was the ideal combination at what distance of orbit.
Permission requested.
And I think what I came up with was nanofiber at roughly 5,000 meters orbit, which causes you to orbit at about 6,000. So, and you get a velocity of about 1,000 meters per second, which makes it hard for them to track you. Hard enough. So, what were we getting? Nano 2. And the Nano 1 might be enough. Let's go ahead and fit it. And I'm going to drag this in here so I don't leave it at the station. Not that it would make much of a difference, I suppose. I probably already had some here. Nope, I didn't. All right, now back to Tros. Trolsair. Okay. I used to get really nervous about leaving station at Doe Dixie, And I had safe points set. Oh,
Drive active.
I clicked the wrong thing. Maybe I didn't. No, I don't think I did. So I took the fastest ship I had, or maybe I used the micro warp drive or micro jump drive. I don't remember. And I just drove straight out from the, when you undock, out to. I set one at 800 meters, and I think another one, not 800, not 8,000. I think 800 kilometers. So that as soon as I got out of the gate, I could activate jump. I would be practically pre-aligned. I just, when you come out of the station, you're already going near your maximum. Is that right? Or you're already moving pretty fast, so it doesn't take long to get to the appropriate speed. And you can just pretty quickly jump. And I had several set up that way, and I just chose them at random when I exited. I don't know why. Paranoia. Which reminds me, is anyone following me? Oh, there's a jackdaw. Is he chasing me? He could have gotten here ahead of me and jumped already, but probably not. It's highly unlikely that someone is chasing me in high sec for so little value. But you never know. Some people are just evil. There's a Maulus. Name looks a little familiar. Hey, maybe I should switch back to the this thing, yeah.
Drive active.
I don't even know what that is. I think it's an Amar assault, not frigate, assault cruiser. Is that what they're called? Cruiser, command ship, battleship, battle cruiser. That's the word I'm looking for. Nereus, I think that was a freight ship. Cargo ship. And we already have what we need, so we've got the right missiles loaded. Scourge Fury light missiles. Let's just go to kill some cruisers, hopefully. So as we're on approach, that's where we'll be the most vulnerable, because we won't be testing the traverse of their guns, their tracking arcs.
Drive active.
So we're, oh wow, we're within 100 kilometers of them. All right. And yep, that's the way I remember it too. And we already have that one bookmarked. We're going to activate that, and I don't think we really need the sensor booster. but we're not going to be, and we're going to go slightly off angle to a direct approach. For at this distance, we could probably make the direct approach. But as they start, well, probably before they start firing, I don't know what their actual effective range is. But we'll want to start circling them. And what may be funny, arguably, is if we collide with one. Can I lock the nearest one at 30? Nope. Yeah, our nearest is 7,000. Oh, I need to set this for 5. I can't remember now. Bad time to trying to be remember. 5,000. Okay. All right, we'll go this guy and start trying to orbit him, and then hopefully in our transition to orbit, we don't take damage. He's close enough. It's this guy that we should be able to lock him now. It might take a while because of the sensor dampeners. And also because it takes a while, wouldn't hurt to have multiple locked up. So we haven't even taken any damage yet. All right, he's locked up. Fire. So we hit him for almost 300 damage. And let's start locking up some other bros. And we'll keep an eye on him too. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted that. We'll track him. So here's me, there's him in the background. Oh, the other ones that we tried to lock, we lost our lock on them. So we haven't taken any damage yet. Uh-oh, are we going to crash into this guy? A little worried there. So we got into his armor, and he did a repair cycle. So it's going to be a matter of, can we outdamage his healing capacity? And I believe we can, as long as we stay focused on the same target. We're using the Fury missiles. We've got the damage booster module here. Probably should have gone over my missile skills before we started, because they're not awesome, but they're definitely not what you would get in 2 weeks of training. Or maybe they're barely what you'd get in 2 weeks of training. All right, almost half of his armor gone, but here, okay, yep, he got some back right there. And if I'm not mistaken, our rate of fire is slightly faster than his repair cycle. So every now and then, we're going to get 2 shots on him to one of his repair cycles. I think even if we were 1-to-1, that I would eventually outpace him. It would just take a lot longer. And I don't know if you absolutely need the nano. What is the? I can't even remember what that damn thing's called. Nanofiber internal structure. I don't even know if you absolutely need to have that to make the speed tank work. It's going to help you keep a tighter circle so that you can keep your velocity up, and it's harder for them to hit you. But I don't know if you absolutely need that in order to make this work. If you don't, then you could use a second damage booster, and of course, you add a second one, it does. There's the diminishing return, so it doesn't give you the same bonus, or not as much of the same bonus, but it's still a bonus. All right, we're into his hull. And that's most of his hull, but he's probably going to heal some armor up here in a moment. Oh, he's a goner. And then we're down to 28 missiles in our, whatchamacallit? Oh, crap. I forgot that when he died, that we didn't, he's what we were orbiting. So let's orbit this guy now, and we'll keep him locked, but I don't want to shoot the first one. Alright, so we took a little damage there because we lost our traverse speed when we stopped orbiting. Our lateral, whatever you want to call it. So it was easier for them to track us and do some damage. So I believe this is, I'm going to verify, this is the one that I'm orbiting, and this is the one that I'm firing on. And it feels like we got through his shield a little faster. But I think it was the armor that was is what really slowed us down. Keep an eye on him. And eventually I want to try this in a drone boat, but I don't know. I'm not even sure which one. Stratios? Probably. Oh, that was another thing. I meant to check before we came in here to see what the list of ships that you can actually use is. Because I know I've tried to come into this site in Amar space, which was also going up against Galante ships. What was that noise? So you're going up against the same ships, even though you're fighting in different Empire space. I forgot what I was going to say. Drone boat? Probably something to do with that. So I don't know what you would take. Maybe you could take in an Ishkur. Maybe there's a Galante Navy ship, Navy frigate that specializes in drones. I kind of don't want to look away. I don't want to bring up the ship map right now, because if something goes wrong, I need to be able to correct it. This should, okay, this guy's almost gone. This should be pretty boring, just slowly attritioning their forces, and we're still orbiting. Okay, yeah, we're still orbiting, and we didn't use as many missiles that time. So let's reload all, and we're gonna shoot this guy because this one is who we're orbiting. Alright, yeah, and I only have him locked so I can keep track of him. I could actually orbit this junk. Now, one option if you wanted to play with this would be you could try different fittings and then just not kill the last cruiser. And then when they do their daily resets, then you can come back and start the mission over. And I had to do that on the Amar while I was trying to figure things out, because one of the first things I didn't figure out is that you needed to kite them far enough away from where you land after the jump gate so that they're not immediately on top of you. After you get the drones killed, if you've got the right setup, not that big of a deal. You would just need to immediately get your speed up and start orbiting before they lock you, because they'll do a fair amount of damage in a fairly short amount of time. I think you can only cycle like 2, maybe 3 missile launches before you're at, like, with this fit, you've already lost 2/3 of your shield. So I think if I remember right, you could get 3 shots off before you had to warp out if you were still being webbed. Because, yeah, there's early trials. Before it occurred to me that, you know, kite the original guy away from the starter location, which I don't even know where that is now. Anyone see where we... Okay, yeah, over here. And in Amar space, this was like an Amar battleship instead of a space station, but it did have all this junk back here as well. Room a zoom zoom. I'm the gingerbread man. Okay, so this guy's not going down as fast. We used this many missiles on the last guy. Oh, well, ta-da. Let's just go ahead and start firing on this guy without reloading. Yep. Shield, armor, and structure at 100%. Let's keep an eye on this guy. Let's lock up the next guy. Oh, yeah, something I forgot to do was... Well, you saw that when we were coming in that our maximum targeting was down below 8,000. So right now our maximum targeting is still below 8,000. Even though we've killed 2 ships already, 3 ships. Those sensor dampeners are really leaning into us. But with our sensor booster, we still have 21 points. But it's not enough to overcome those dampeners. And you've got to get within 7,000 meters in order to lock these guys up. Hey, what's the best empire to pick? I don't know if there is one. They're basically all the same because it's your skills that you train that determine what your character does. So it's really just what base you start off at. Did I just... Damn it. I stopped orbiting because I double-clicked space. I don't know if any of the other starter corps are different, but the Center for Advanced Studies, which is one of the Galante starter corps, has a pretty good chat room. There's a lot of people that are, you know, cast forever. If you were wanting to... Okay, so we're still orbiting this guy. Nope, I messed up my orbit again. I was orbiting my target instead of my my anchor. So I'm trying to use this guy as my anchor. He's at 12 kilometers. So we don't want to go straight in. There we go, and orbit. And then we can attack this guy, but I think I need to reload. Oh, we didn't use very many missiles on that last guy. So confirm, orbit this guy, and then we'll fire on this guy. So, depending on what your ambitions are, it probably doesn't matter. Supposedly, if you go into Caldari, then the ships that you would fly if you stay with your racial skills tend to focus more on missiles, and there's a lot to be said for missiles. There's some stuff to say against missiles. With Galante, drones, and then blasters and railguns. I use railguns, but they feel underpowered, but maybe that's just because I always feel underpowered. Blasters are better for close range. So we're going to watch this guy. Confirm again, we are orbiting this guy. Amar uses lasers, which are cool. They're cool to look at, but I haven't used them that much, so I'm not really sure what their drawbacks are, other than it seems like they use a lot of energy. So typically Amar ships, I think, also have more energy in their capacitor or energy output than the but another cool thing about lasers, other than just they look cool, is they don't require ammunition. You do need a crystal, or a focusing crystal, I guess it's called, and they last a long time. I'm not sure how they wear out. You might have to overheat them to wear them out, but it's a good idea to keep extra crystals with you. And then the Minmatar, I'm not that familiar with. They tend to use more like artillery type weapons. And I don't know that I've used a Minmatar type weapon. So, I don't know. All right, we're gonna, we still want to orbit this guy. And we're going to attack this guy. We've got plenty of missiles left, so we'll keep firing and we'll reload after this guy. And let's keep an eye on him. So you can see we've got 3, 4, 5 dead cruisers already. It looks like we've got 4 or 5 more. So I guess there's 10. Which, you know, we could have looked up on Evapedia. And then I don't know how much good this sensor booster is doing me right now. Probably none. It might give me a faster lock, which reminds me, let's go ahead and lock another one. So if we show info, 21.5 points, signature radius 47 meters, scan resolution 122. So this is bigger now. Okay, and this has gone up from 7,000 to 9,000, but it doesn't show lock speed, and I don't know if it can show lock speed. And we're halfway through his armor. I don't know how else you would do this. You need a way to auto-target the drones in the... I guess there's 3 phases. There's the initial mercenary fighter. I guess you could call that phase 1. Phase 2 would be taking out the drones. Phase 3 would be taking out the cruisers. So I don't know if you could like use extra sensor boosters to try to focus or target the drones. You might be able to webify them so that you can approach, get close enough to lock them, but no, you can't lock them. You can't webify them until you've already locked them. So that doesn't make any sense. Alright, we're still orbiting this guy, and now we're going to attack this guy. We've got 18 missiles left. Let's go ahead and reload. And we'll lock up another guy. We might as well lock them all up. Lock them up. Alright, we'll keep our eye on this guy. So again, verify we're orbiting this guy, and we're going to share some missiles with this guy. Here's the missiles you ordered. I'm just delivering them. What do you mean you didn't order them? speed tank. Yeah, and with this frigate, I don't think you can use larger missiles. I think it's pretty much lights, and you also get a bonus with light missiles. 25% bonus to kinetic light missiles and rocket damage, so 25% bonus to damage if you're using EM, explosive, or thermal. And these guys are vulnerable to, I think they're most vulnerable to kinetic and thermal. Could be wrong about that. Then you only get a 20% bonus to damage. And I don't think rockets have an advantage. Also, there's no auto-targeting rockets, so when you're taking out the drones, then rockets won't work. 10% bonus, unless you can figure out a way to lock them up, target lock them. 10% bonus to light missile and rocket max velocity, so you get more range. So this hookbill is a good choice. You get significant damage bonus. You only have 3 hard points for attaching missile launcher. I believe there's a Caldari frigate that allows you to mount 4 missile launchers, but the 25% bonus on 3 launchers, I think it works out about the same. There may be a better choice, but I don't know what it is, if there is. Okay, we're into his hull. This should only take like 1 or 2 more hits, depending on when his armor rep goes off. I think we can get him with the next shot. Nope. Alright, so verify we're orbiting this guy. Select this guy. And I think I accidentally double clicked. So I'm going to triple orbit this guy. Uh-oh, what's happening? It looked like it was changing my route. And we're going to open up on this guy and set the eye on him. What's that called? Track? Yeah, track. Or you can directly look at. I think he's using blasters. I'm not sure. Here's a Galante ship. These don't look like railguns. It's probably blasters. Beacon, but there's no other structures in the area. So I guess you could use this beacon to track your position in the dead space. But I think dropping a missile or a piece of carbon or some kind of ammunition so that you create a cargo container. Probably the best way. All right, we're into his hull. the different empires have different lore as well. So there's the attitudes, you know, that you can identify with. I don't really know how to say what the difference between the Caldari and the Galante is. Although I believe the Galante used to be oppressive towards the Caldari. And we've got 11 missiles left, so we'll reload. Reload. We're going to put our eye on this guy, track him, and then we'll again verify that we're orbiting the original guy. Select the one we want to shoot, and we are reloaded, so let's start shooting. And with only 2 of them left, I'm sure my sensor dampening is pretty faded now. Yeah, we've got a 29-kilometer targeting range, 47-meter radius, which I'm not even sure how to tell you how good or bad that is. And then a scan resolution of 390 millimeters, which I don't know how to tell you if that's good or bad either. So we got a lot of wrecks right here. We're keeping them close. That'll make it nice when it's time to pick up the loot. And then after we kill this guy, we shouldn't need to reload before we can start working on the last guy. Actually, I can track him now, so I won't have to switch later. And triple, yeah, I guess we're well beyond triple checking now. Verify that we're orbiting the first one over here. We should have started a timer on this. The show's been going on for 2 hours. I think this must have been an hour of it. Yeah, I had to drive to Doe-Dixie to pick up a module. Looks like we're about into his hull. There it is. Ooh, good hit, good hit. He's down, and as soon as these missile launchers are done cycling, we can start launching at the last guy. And I can try orbiting this wreck instead of him, so that when he dies, I'm not automatically flying off into space. I don't know if running into a wreck will slow me down or not. When I did this before, on the other side of the galaxy, I ran into enemy cruisers, you know, impacted enemy cruisers at least once. I think once I glanced off them once, it was like a direct hit. So until I could get my speed back up, they were a little better able to target me. So he's at 8,000 meters, so if I was still getting that full sensor dampener, I would have lost lock on him. Ooh, what happened? Dirth Gerbs, thanks for the follow. Does that mean we'll be seeing more of you? I'm not even sure how many people stream Eve nowadays. I can't think of his name. What is that? I think someone's running the dishwasher. But not that many people watch either, so. How's Eve treating me tonight? So far, so good. No one's been mean to me or anything. I made a couple mistakes, but, you know. You live, you learn. So we're going to turn this booster off and that booster off. What? Oh, well, I was close enough to loot that one. Was it fast enough? I was. Okay. And this one, I'm not fast enough. Got it. No, there was something in there. Oh, I guess I already got it. To dream the impossible dream. So it is possible to do this one, but I mean, for someone starting out that doesn't have a budget, doesn't have skills, I can't imagine doing this without 2 weeks of dedicated skills and building up your money so you can afford decent ships and modules. I think I forgot to click that. Man, nice grouping. Probably don't need that afterburner. And this mercenary fighter probably isn't worth looting. Let's loot him anyway. Let's see if I'm wrong. Trying to explore for some ISK, but I got dropped into drone space, so I gotta wait out a 15-minute timer, pop another filament. Oh, okay. Been playing E for a long time. I don't know. I probably have like combined total, I don't even know how to calculate it. But I played for a couple years a long time ago, and then I played for a little while a few years after that, and I played briefly, it was probably 3 years ago, whenever my last kill mail was. When I rage quit, off and on, yeah. There's something special about it? Oh, I thought I had that turned on. I guess I turned it off. I really like exploration, but I'm a coward, so I would pretty much only do high sec. I'll probably get back into wormholes again. I don't know. Maybe do some Sisters of Eve missions again. Cool. Who do you usually watch? And okay, so we just got some ammunition from him. And this is too far away. It's one missile. I'm just gonna leave it here. Goodbye, missile. You served us well. These actually might be worth salvaging. Elite Federation Arcs Wreck. How much loot did we pick up here? Stack all, select all, and then deselect my ammunition. And 3.3 million. It's not bad for a starter. Oh, I've got these other modules in here too. Yeah, this IFFA, that's almost worth $1 million right there.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
I haven't done any filaments yet. Like, what is that one guy's name? Begins with a B. Captain Benzie. Yeah, I have been enjoying his YouTube videos. Oh, I see. So I thought you meant EVE Online podcast. Oh, so the ones you get from exploration sites are not the same as abyssal filaments? I'm oblivious. Oh, I guess I need to turn this mission in. And we can start the next one. Probably should have read that first. Let's see. Use your afterburner to travel quickly through electromagnetic disturbance to the asteroid colony. Yeah, I don't think I want to use the hook bill for this. Let's take the Malus. I don't even know if I have any fittings on it now. That's something. Could use another shield extender probably. Oh. Yeah, Needlejack definitely sounds familiar. So that's the one that takes you to a random... Did you say it was nullsec? Random nullsec area. Huh. Interesting. But it drops you into a conflict of some sort. Why are these here? Oh, it's the item hanger. So nothing there. I've got one shield extender. If I can get a cheap shield extender, I think I will. Probably don't need it. What I do need is thinner fingers. Large, small. There's one here for 31,000. That's not bad. Probably not going to find those locally. Nope. And nope. So we'll just get one of these. If it'll fit, I'm not even sure it'll fit. Probably will. I don't have much on here. And one should be enough, right? Oh, what is this? Oh, that's the hardener. So that's not even an extender. All right, let's make sure that I accepted the mission. So it is accepted. Let's get out of here. Empty system, but have landed in systems with like 50. Yeah, you could end up in someone's corporate headquarters. So we're supposed to fly between areas using our civilian afterburner. I think I can activate this without... I don't know if we're stable without the remote repairer. Probably, but... Alright, once you enter the next area, you should see an asteroid station. Head to that as quickly as you can. The area surrounding it will be dangerous, but once you make it to the station itself, you will be safe. And I just did this like a week or two ago, and in a different empire, and okay, yeah, that looks familiar. All right, so we can select that, go straight at it, activate the afterburner, and I think we're going to take some area of effect damage, but I don't think it's too bad. 37. Imagine it'll add up pretty quickly. Maybe I should have used a I can't even think of what they're called. Not shield recharger. All right, good work. Report back to me. Looks like we're ready to go.
Warp drive active.
Barely took any damage. Different kinds of fill-ins. One of these are supposed to put you somewhere in low traffic. Yeah, I have some laying around Dodixie
Docking permission requested.
and probably some.
Docking request accepted.
Yeah, at my home base. So I've got Needlejack, or Noise 5 and Signal 5. And I've got... Is this the quantity? 4? Or is that the jumps? Yeah, jumps is over here. So I've got 4 of these, 3 of these, and then at Dodixie, 7 and 1. But I don't know which one is which or any of that. Oops. I accidentally had him offer me a mission. Complete that one. And okay, so yeah, the 5th one is probably the most time consuming if you try to beat it. Weapon of choice. Alongside hyper guns, we want to use drones. The best option of all. They are highly versatile with different types capable of anything from head-on Russia tactics to electronic disruption. Moreover, they can allow you to fight from a safe distance. In fact, if someone compromises your electronic system, and can't even lock them, your drones will sense that aggression and come to your aid. The only limits to their number are your ship's drone bay and its drone bandwidth. Yeah. We've cornered a pirate nearby. I'll provide you with a civilian drone. Civilian drone? That's so cute. And I hope you finish him off with it. So, let's go ahead and accept that. And I don't think the Navy Hookbill has a drone bay. No. I don't want to use the Helios, but the Maulus does have a drone bay. So, let's stick it looks like there's 2 civilian drones in here. And, oops, wrong thing. And I've got a few drone skills. So, we should be ready. More or less. Yeah, where's it? Galante drone specialization. It's going to take 21 days, but I really should do that one. Because I believe... Yeah, you need it for... You need it for Hammerhead 2? I thought I could already use Hammerhead 2. I guess I'm mistaken about that. And I'm pretty sure at level 1. At level 5. Okay, I thought you needed level 5 for something. Maybe I'm thinking of sentry drones. No. Always clicking the wrong thing. That's how you get yourself killed. Sentry drone interfacing, show info, level 5. Yes, okay, so for the Tech 2 sentry drones, you need level 5. So I've just been using the Navy drones since they don't require that level 5. Okay, we got that. We got these, and I don't know what the drone or the Malice bandwidth is for drones. So it can hold 30 square meters, and it has a 20 megabit bandwidth. So you can launch 4 or up to 4 small drones with it. That's all right. And we only have 2, and then it's also going to depend on your drone skills. I think it's the basic drone skill. You have to get to 5 if you want to launch 5 drones. Warp to site. All right, what did I miss while I was yammering on?
Drive active.
Yeah, I've had those. What I thought they were level 5 abyssal filaments, but I guess not. I forgot what I'm supposed to do here. Am I supposed to just talk to this guy? I think I'm just supposed to talk to him. Why is he shooting me? Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to, if I had my, I forgot I was supposed to launch my drones, and if I had already had them out, they would have auto-attacked. But now, since I pulled them out after he was already attacking me, I have to tell them to attack. There they go. And no loot. Let's tell them to get back in the trunk. Return to drone bay. Although, I don't know if these guys are any good. Can we do a show info? They were good enough for that guy. Damage 10 heat. Let's go turn that one in. This is the, it's kind of like the tutorial storylines, the, are they called Air Career Program? But out of curiosity, I did the Explorer one in this area and realized that I was getting a lot of standing with the Empire and that corporation. And since my Amar standing was so low, I flew to the other side of the safe space to do all 5 of their missions. Now, I did the Explorer missions already, so I guess you can do them again after a certain amount of time, or maybe this is not the same station. These don't look like the same agents. So I don't know how that all works out. But just as a way to get standing back up pretty quickly, pretty easily, it was a little bit boring, but because the targets are so easy. I need to rescue hostages. I think I can use the malice for this as well. I keep saying malice. It's malice. Yeah, I've got some shield. I've got some afterburner. I'd like to have more shield, but I don't think it's worth spending money. Yeah, we'll just get out of here. Yeah, well, yeah, New Bro experience. So it started off, I was checking out the New Bro experience, and then it was just like, oh, you can get the standing, and then this one mission in the Soldier of Fortune 5, the stand, you're supposed to die, but it's just like, I wanted to challenge that. And the second one, you're supposed to die also, and I don't know if you can avoid dying in that one, because it just hits you with a really big alpha strike because you're too close to an explosion. So I don't know if there's a way to avoid losing your piece of crap ship in that one. Concord Fleet Commander. All right, they're going to give me instructions, I believe. Maybe I need to approach first. Oh, here it is. Message from Concord Fleet Commander. Welcome to the fray, Egger. How condescending. I've ordered the fleet to hold its ground for the time being, but we're going to send you in to recover the hostages shortly. Move out to the next area where the pirates are. They're expecting a negotiator, but we're sending you instead. You are not to engage unless I give the order. Well, I don't have weapons, so... Anyway, we need to maintain the appearance of peaceful negotiation until the safety of the hostages can be confirmed. All right, so we need to jump this gate. I think I was moving the wrong direction there. There we go. Yeah, it was a pretty good standing bonus. I went from...
Warp drive active.
This was showing like negative 0.1 for Amar Empire, and then after completing all 5 missions, or mission chains, it brought me up to positive 0.72. So if it'll let me do it again, maybe I will. There's probably other ways that are more interesting to get your... What do I need to go to? Prison facility. And I probably don't need to use my afterburner, but... Let's see. Move in, rescue the hostages. Go, go, go! I was a little slow there, wasn't I? And I don't think anyone's going to shoot at me, so I'm not going to turn my hardener on. And loot all. And it should tell me to dock. Let's dock.
Warp drive active.
And it looked like all 3 of the bad guys died. Although I didn't see Rex, so maybe they left. So because the that 5th mission in Soldier of Fortune is kind of a challenge, I decided
Docking request.
it'd be worth doing on stream. So I was going to do just that mission, but I thought, let's do the whole chain. What the heck, you know? Alright, complete that. I remember getting more ships from when I did this in the Amar Empire. Right, number 8. Okay, this is number 9. We need to webify someone, apparently. We're returning to interdiction tactics by having you test out... Oh, okay, this is the one where you web them and then Concord or the Navy shoots them. By having you test out a stasis webifier module. When activated on a target ship, the stasis webifier will encase it in a containment field and slow it down dramatically. Time for you to see for yourself. We've chased a pirate down to a nearby hideout, and we want you to pin him down. We'll provide you with a civilian stasis webifier, and you may want to fit an afterburner too. Well, we've already, if we stick with the malice, we already have that, so let's accept. Go to fittings. And I probably have an open slot, yeah. And webifier. Uh-oh. Oh, it goes in medium. So what do we want to lose? Probably the hardener. And away we go. Maniac Nathan, how you doing? I made that mistake 2 weeks ago too, when I did this mission the first time. Warp to site.
Warp drive active.
I have forgotten so much. Some of it's comebacks, some of it may never, and a lot of stuff has changed. I think the first stream I did a few weeks ago, I was freaking out because I thought you still had to create clones so you wouldn't lose your skill points if you got now I can't even think of what that's called when you get killed in your capsule. Let's go ahead and lock him. We're too fast for him. Yeah, I guess so. Sounds like I can't figure out how to create a clone to save my Skill points. And then someone explained to me, oh, you don't need to do that. That was a relief. And we all had a good laugh at my expense. Yeah. For this character, okay, that's all this year. Okay, I've got a mail here from 2015, so that was a while ago. But I could have sworn that I was playing in 2005. Oh, I didn't activate my webifier. Alright, so now we can dock. Or we can stay here and wait for Concord to show up and blow him up. That sounds like more fun. There's the Concord. Shoot him! Kill him with fire! Well, he hasn't taken any damage yet. Is he still trying to move into position? Am I just in the way? Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, I could do that. The first part of it says just to web him and not damage him, so I don't know if I would ruin my mission by damage him. I can just go back and finish the mission. But when I did this 2 weeks ago, I'm pretty sure that while I had him webbed, the Concord ship killed him. It was very satisfying. I mean, 3 stars. Would probably do again. I can't tell what this guy's doing. Is he just too far away and the asteroid's in the way? Maybe if I move off, but then I'll lose my webifier. It doesn't matter. So let's dock it up.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, as soon as I hit him with the webifier, the mission requirements were satisfied. I could have docked at that point. I just wanted the Concord to shoot him.
Mission requested. Docking request accepted.
Very disappointed. And one more. Nicely done. You applied just the right amount of firepower necessary, or none. Something which can often yield more than outright slaughter. I've almost completed training, so let's do the last one here. And we'll be cool. And we'll get a catalyst and some monies. Kill the terrorist leader inside the pleasure hub. Okay. And then I think I'm going to go with, instead of the nano structure, Do I not have it now? What was I thinking? Oh, I put it on the Mollis, probably. The damage control. No, it's not here. So I don't know where I put it. Is it in the hook bell? Yeah, it is. All right. I keep losing my toys. Although it's unlikely that they'll even get into 10% of my shield. All right, welcome to Spreadsheets in Space. Load any combat drone. Oh, I've got a loaded drone. Son of a gun. I probably don't need to. I can probably just fly there and kill them, but we'll play nice. Porpoise? What's a porpoise? Is that like a mining ship? Maybe I could right-click on it and find out. Quick! Command ship. Industrial command ship. I seem to have missed the mark here.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
What was I doing? Oh, I wanted something with drones. Making me wait, making me wait. I don't... Has it given me... Oh, that's right, it gave me an incursus. I could use that instead of the Mollis. Probably be better for drone attack. No, it doesn't have drone bonuses. But it might have a bigger drone bay. I don't know. I don't have weapons on this. I just have the 2 drones, so hopefully that's going to be good enough. This ship is a mess.
Warp drive active.
But I can web them. I got that going for me. Does speed tank work against drones and missiles? Missiles a little bit. Scanners are picking up 3 hostiles moving into their ships now. Looks like they've noticed you. Good luck. Alright, let's get in motion. Speaking of speed tank, we are going to circle this guy. We'll lock the 2 smaller ones first. And then that guy, and then probably should have launched the drones already. Yeah, look at those civilian drones go to town. I don't know if I've ever seen a rorqual. But is that the one that can make compressed ore? Oh, someone's webbing and scramming me. Maybe I should web this guy. Come to think of it, I should probably... focus on the guy who's webbing me. These civilian drones sure don't hit that hard, do they? I'm not sure now. I'm starting to think he might get into my armor before I kill him. Maybe not. The drones have already switched targets. There's no point in scramming this guy. He's not going to run away. Oh, I do need to orbit him, though, don't I? I'm going to get out of range. Did that guy drop any loot? He did. Although, might just be scrap metal. Let's loot this. Heal the dogs. Maybe I should have used the remote armor repair. Oh, what do we got here? Pitfall compact warp disruption field generator. Is that an area of effect generator? This is worth 4 million ISK? Damn. And this is a small. I thought these were worth more than that. Tracking disruptor. And oh, that's not bad. Not worth as much as this, but not bad. Oh, let me guess. I don't have enough space. Okay, I thought it didn't all transfer. Well, congratulations, cadet. You've completed training. Well, some of the training. But I think I'm going to wrap it up, cut the stream, and then like however long it takes me to set things up and take a quick break, then probably come back and stream a little bit of World of Tanks. Just doing some credit grinding. I'd kind of like to buy the Tier 10 British medium. I can't even remember what it's called. Is it Centurion? To use an onslaught, but I don't think it'll make that much of a difference. So we complete, we get our catalyst, we get our cash. Whew, I'm down to 41 million. I just can't be trusted with ISK. All right. And I don't know what we'll do next time I stream Eve. Probably just high-sec exploration. Maybe I'll get brave and get my Stratios out. I don't know. Level 4 mission? Yeah, I've done level 4s for Sisters of Eve. Agents. Where do you find agents? The agency. I thought there was a way to look specifically at your agents. This is other players, right? And agents. Level 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 3, 2. Okay, here's the 4. Oh, he's an R&D agent that I just used for, what are those things called? Those data balls, data spheres. Level 4, R&D also. So, well, actually, you only have to do level 3s to unlock the level 4 agents, but Yeah, mostly for the Sisters of Eve, I've done level 4s. I think I've done them for the Galante Navy, maybe. But then they put you up against other empires and you lose standing, so I kind of stopped doing those. Oh, let me read this.
In trying times, the last
Oh, the Rorqual's only low sec, level 4. Yeah. So, and usually what I do is I will have I'll use a torpedo bomber, stealth bomber, whatever they're called. And I'll use that in combination with the Galante battleship, which sometimes I'll use the micro jump drive, or I'll just try to create distance so that I'm at my maximum range, which will be right around 100 kilometers. Come to a full stop, drop sentry drones, and then let them do most of the work. So, and then when I can't do that, I'll set up with either ogres or hobgoblins. It just kind of depends on the situation. All right, well, we finished that mission chain. I don't know how long that's going to be read. I think there's another Galante University around here. I just lost track of where it was. I thought it began with a C, but I might be confusing it with the Amari one. Name. Federal Navy Academy. It feels like it would have been here, but maybe I'm wrong. Oh, there is a venture there. So maybe it is this spot. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead, wrap stuff up. Appreciate you guys being here. Don't go too far if you want to see some mediocre World of Tank play. In-game name is Phenob for EVE Online. I'm at point blank. What? I'm not sure what that means. Anyway, appreciate you guys being here. Always more fun when you're here. So I hope to see you guys next time. Till then, be well.